Hello, Mr. Randy Duck, and welcome back for another video. Today I've got two replays to show you in the Tier 8 French Premium Light Tank, the ELC EVEN 90, which is the unskinned version of the Vanguard. Now, I don't think I've got a replay of this tank on the channel yet. That's why I thought, well, let's get a replay out there, because I did have someone ask for a replay in this tank. This tank, to be honest with you, is one of those ones where it's an absolute pest, and when you're playing against this tank, it can be very frustrating at times, just because you're so small, so quick, and it kind of, you know, it offers that sort of play style where you can sort of just full send in on a tank, circle them, flank them, and everyone's missing them because they're so small, and it's hard to get shots into them. So initially on Muro, we've pushed to sort of the field to try and spot that location. I spot it, but then I'm thinking, you know what, I want to try and take up that light tank in the middle of the map after I had my fantastic driving and crashed into the building, which never helps in this tank. And we're looking to try and get shots in this light tank. Unfortunately, there's so much in the way, I couldn't quite get a shot. So I'm thinking, you know what, I'm just going to go in because I can finish this tank off. We get 2 shots in and we manage to pick up the kill, and then we're going to go on our reload. This base is a 3-shot autoloader, 220 alpha per round, and it has, you know, a relatively long reload for that clip, but obviously while you're reloading you can be spotting for your team, because obviously you've got fantastic camo and great mobility, so you can try and get to locations and try and pick up some assistance, so that the reload doesn't feel so long and you're kind of doing stuff while you're on reload. So after taking care of this light tank, I think, you know what, I'm going to try and just clear this side on the field and try and help our team just win this quickly, because we're looking like we're going to lose the other side of the map. So this is why I'm just going to try and full send on this heavy tank, which unfortunately for him, he misses his shot coming in, and now I'm just going to be able to circle him and pick up the second kill of the game, putting us on to around 700 damage, and now pretty much winning this side of the map. We've just got to take care of these tanks here on the right. I think there's an enemy brass that I'm looking to try and potentially kill, and then we can go back to the defender base once we've won this location, and then when I push forward I should hopefully have some tanks behind us, which could potentially give us some bit of assistance damage. So I think we've already picked up about 1,000 assistance there as well, so that is quite nice, also to help boost the overall game. We're off reload now, just trying to lose the spot, and then I'm going to try and see if I can get any shots just into the side of this enemy brass. The gun's a little bit derpy, that's why as far as equipment goes, I do actually run stabs on this tank, and then I run optics, just to that view range, and camo net just to help boost that camo rating. We get 1 shot into this enemy medium, we can try and get a second shot in. We just managed to get that one in, and now we're on this like lengthy reload basically. So I'm going to push forward again, just going to try and spot for our team. I just want to get off reload, and then I'm thinking about going in and finishing off that medium tank if he hasn't been destroyed, because I think we've left him on a 2-shot to us. So we're able to just sort of, you know, clear that tank, then we can maybe get underneath the ridge of the enemy team and start dealing with the enemy team, which is pushing towards our base now, as that side is pretty much lost. But it's okay, because we've sort of won one area of the map, and then we can push back round. I've got the mobility to get there. So we come in this medium. Unfortunately, that shot, although it hits his tracks. We managed to avoid getting a shot in return. We lose a little bit of damage from, you know, coming into contact with that tank there, and we pick up our 3rd kill of the game, bringing it back to a 10 versus 7, and now we're sort of collapsing on the enemy team, if you like, so sort of taking away the enemy control. We're just trying to look to spot anything before we're on our reload again. We do spot the enemy fun police, so hopefully we're going to be able to get some shots in, but we don't need to, because he gets taken out by a friendly team and we get all the assistance for it. So at this point again, we're just looking what we can shoot. While we're still on reload, I actually managed to get a shot into that enemy French medium tank, and now we can actually kill this enemy Tiger tank. We don't manage to get it in that shot, but we'll get it on the next one, picking up our 4th kill of the game, putting us around 2,000 damage and bringing it into a 7 versus 5. Trying to lose my spot here just so I don't get shot, and now I'm going to go and try and get to a different location, and so when I am reloaded I can poke and get easier shots into this Sturm Tiger. I'm hoping to try and get, you know, far around the right, abuse our camo rating, and then get side shots basically onto these tanks. So we've got shots now into the side of this Sturm Tiger. We'll get 1 shot in. We're looking to try and get a second one, trying to get a track wheel. We don't manage that, but we hopefully should be able to get the kill here, and we do, which confirms our 5th kill, getting another clip of damage in. And this game is pretty much won at this point. I mean, I never say, you know, strange things can happen, but it feels like we're in good control of this map. The enemy team are surrounded. Again, I'm just going to try and get side angles while I'm reloading, just trying to get to a good position so that when I am reloaded, I'm ready to get straight in and fire that clip. And we should have here side shots as these tanks while they're distracted. We do eat one from the French medium there. We're going to go and kill the one shot and then try and get a final shot into this sort of Super Persian and then get safe if we can, which we do. So I get, you know, avoiding getting another shot from that Super Sherman. But it was a 3,000 damage, only 2 tanks remaining, but I do have 6 kills, so there's a chance I could get a Devastator here if I'm able to get the kill on that IS-6. But obviously there's a lot of tanks going for this lonely some IS-6 here, but we all are almost reloaded, so I'm hoping to at least get a couple of shots in. We do get 1 shot in there. We're looking to get a second one in, which we do, trying to get the third one in to get Devastator, but unfortunately we just wasn't managed to get there before the icebreaker. But we do have a decent game, and that brings us into replay number 1, picking up 6 kills, 3,600 damage, 2,000 assistance, and the ace tanker and the top gun. So yeah, that's it for replay number 1, but let's move on to the final replay of the video. Okay, so here we are for the final replay. This time we are on the new community map. It's actually a tier 9 lobby this game. There's 3 enemy light tanks and there is 1 enemy fun police. So from this spawn, I quite like to go to the right hand side of the map and normally try and spot, like, there's normally like a ridge at like H9 or something around that area where you often get a few stuff camp. Or use that location, and we want to try and spot them to see if we can get any assistance of our friendly teammates, friendly fun police, and if we can try and win that area, because then we can, if we do, we're able to push up a bit further and get shots into the side of tanks, or potentially get, you know, spot the big hill, because at this spawn on the opposite side you always get something camping in the base in the big hill. So initially we have spotted an enemy light tank. We are going to play a little bit aggressive here to try and get into a position to keep them tanks permo spotted. Because obviously I do have the, you know, the benefit of being a small tank with good camo, where hopefully you may be able to stay undetected here, if we, but unfortunately we don't. We do get a shot into the light tank. Now we need to pull back, but we have the ability to get out of there if they decide to sort of full send us, because we have that speed. But unfortunately we are getting detected each time we take that shot, even though we are firing through a bush. But we do get 1 pen in, and we're just trying to keep these light tanks detected here, so I hope that maybe our friendly fun police will shoot them, or any of the other tanks will shoot them, and we might be able to pick up a bit of assistance damage here, because I need to kind of clear this location. We do pick up a bit of assistance, and then we get a shot into the enemy T-49, putting them onto a 1-shot. Not quite able to pick up the kill, but again we're just going to duck around this ridge so we can't get shot by the enemy team. And now we're going to try and get a shot into this Type 4, which is side on, which you can get shots in this sort of area. Unfortunately, we are getting detected each time we poke there. One thing about this tank is shell velocity, even on the premium APCR rounds, is not fantastic. It's only 950, and then on the standard rounds it's even worse, of 760. So your shell velocity combined with a gun, which can be a little bit trolly, it's not really the best at firing at long range. But this is kind of the situation I'm in at this point. We get a shot into the medium, but we're now getting not only detected but getting a little bit focused by the enemy fun police. So we need to make sure we don't stay still and end our game by getting a direct hit by the enemy W Tiger there. But thankfully for us, he does miss. He damages our track, but we don't lose any hit points, which is nice. Then we're going to be able to get shots into side this Type 4 again. We get 2 shots in, damaging his ammo rack, and then going back on reload. So we managed to pick up about 800 assistance and 1,300 damage from this position. But the game's still very close, and I really ideally want to get rid of those light tanks or push them back so that we can advance a little bit further and try and get some more out of this game. But I'm just trying to be a little bit careful. So we're just driving up here to see if we can spot these kind of hay things kind of get in the way, so I'm just trying to get rid of those. Obviously I can't shoot them because I'm on autoload. I need to try and keep my rounds. We have potential shots of this heavy, but we're not going to pen from that angle. Obviously the penetration sort of 215 in the APCR. From that distance we're not going to pen that tank reliably unless we get like the rear of the tank. But again, this light tank on the right is a real priority I want to try and get rid of if I can, this enemy G-Saw. We're looking for potential shots here. We're thinking this might be going to pull forward, but it's not. We're just going to wait. We can hopefully get a shot in. We get one in. We're going to stay to try and get the kill shot. We do get the kill shot. We do eat one in return, but that's kind of well worth it in the end to take out one of the enemy light tanks. Enemy front police is detecting us, so we're just staying behind this ridge for a little bit, and then we're going to pull forward and try and, once we've lost our spot, and hope that he's just going to miss his shot. He does miss his shot, and now we're able to sort of go back and see if we can spot the location again. Very, very close game still, 10 versus 9, but we are actually going to get the rear shot of this tier 9 heavy now, and we're able to take him out, picking up our second kill and getting rid of another tier 9 tank. And it's at this stage I'm thinking I actually am able to push forward a little bit, because I think we kind of pushed the light tanks off. It is just one enemy tiger shark here, which we have to be careful with the tiger shark, because obviously that got free shot autoload. It's actually got HEP rounds as well. He can easily kill us in the clip, so we do need to be careful. So we force our reload, because I want a full clip if he does decide to sort of full send us. I mean, we have got tanks covering us, so hopefully might get shot by them if he did decide to do that, but you just don't know if that's going to be the case. We spot the enemy tiger shot there. We're looking for a shot. We don't able to get one in. We're not going to stay around looking for a second. We've got stuff looking at us, fun police looking at us. We're going to try again, get a little bit safe from the enemy fun police, try and lose our spot, and just keep trying to just detect these stuff. Our friendly teammates are sort of pushing forward with us at this point. We spot an enemy Jagdtiger looking to try and get a side shot in, and I get the luckiest shot into that T49. I mean, I'm very, very unfortunate for him. I had absolutely no idea that T49 was in that bush, and unfortunately we go for a shot at the side of that Jagdtiger and pick up a kill. So a right result for us, getting rid of another tier 9 light tank, but very unfortunate for the opposing enemy light tank. So I'm thinking it's not easy for me to kill that Jagdtiger from that location when he's facing us frontally. I'm going to try and get to another location in the centre of the map, because I think the centre of the map's kind of uncontested now, and I'm looking to try and see if I can use that area to get easier shots into either the light tank or the Jagdtiger. Unfortunately for me, we do get detected going there, so it does give them some sort of idea. If they were paying attention for the brief while I was spotted, then they're going to have an idea that I could potentially pop up from this location. But this game, it's 7 versus 4. It's definitely not won yet, because it's a fairly big map, and we are split up, so anything really could happen. But we are in a good position nonetheless. So we're going to try and get some shots into this tiger shark now. Looking to try and get one in. Unfortunately, we miss it again. Like I say, the shell velocity is not fantastic, and the tank's a little bit derpy at the best of times. But we are, we're still looking to try and get another shot in, because our friendly light tank's actually kind of engaging. I'm looking to try if I can, get to position to help out our friendly light tank and try and get another shot into this tiger shark. Tiger shark's my real main threat here. We get one shot in, and unfortunately we then eat a big one off the Jagdtiger, which really puts us in an unfortunate position, because we're now on a one shot to pretty much all the tanks remaining. And now if I get full sent by that tiger shark, I'm probably going to lose that engagement. So I've decided that I'm actually going to fall back now, because it's just me left here in this side, and wait for my team to sort of come forward and help us. Obviously it's team destruction, so we're not concerned about getting capped out. We do a little bit of a jump there, which can be the problem with this tank, because it is quite light. Any small bumps can kind of send you in all sorts of directions. And we're thinking the light tank has gone off to the right. We know where the Jagdtiger is, and then we know really where the enemy front police is. It's going to be in the top of this ridge. So we're thinking we're just going to go and try and take care of this enemy front police. But we are on a one shot. We have to be careful. So we take this wide just in case he was waiting ready to shotgun us if we make that advance. So we're just going to try and go this a little bit steady. We want to try and get some shots in. We probably can't even clip this tank out in one clip, but we're looking to see if we can just spot them. At this point I'm thinking, has he ran? And he's not. And now this is where I make a mistake here. He's not looking at us. We had a lot more time to take that first shot. and then the second shot just derps, and we only get one shot in out of our clip. So that was a little bit of frustration there on my part, where I had more time. What I should have done in that engagement, when I realised he's not looking at us, is aim the shot, wait, go for his track wheel, try and track him in place. If he then repairs, I might be able to then track him again, and then I probably would have got my 3 shots in. But as it stood, that's not how it happened, and I only ended up penning 1 out of the 3, which again, like I say, was a bit of a misplay by me. Unfortunately, the Jagdtiger's come to help the enemy Fun Police out there. Thankfully, he misses his shot and I'm able to get safe, but I can't engage that from an angle. I'm going to get shotgunned, or I'm going to get shot by the Jagdtiger. So our friendly Emil's going in, who's obviously going to be very good to hold down, so I'm hoping he's just going to be able to hold that Jagdtiger there for long enough for me to try and flank them, and then put the Jagdtiger in a situation where he either gets shot by the Emil or he gets shot by me. I want to try and put him in a situation, obviously he hasn't got a turret, and just going to try and flank round. That's at least the plan. It looks like the Emil is engaging the Jagdtiger, so I poke up here looking to try and get the shot. The artillery is playing well there, waiting for us to come up, but thankfully he misses a shot. So I'm not going to bother shooting the artillery now while he's on reload. I'm going to try and finish off the Jagdtiger first, and then we can go on our reload and we'll try and see if we can kill this enemy Fun Police here, who has been shooting at us for a lot of this game. I suspect I was probably the only one spotted though, so you can't blame him for that. But we are going to try and see now if we can get it. He's going in, he realises he's just going to try and get some extra damage out of this game. There's not a lot he can really do at this stage, but we are able to pick up a kill, confirming our 5th kill, and bring us then to the replay, guys. So let's just see how we got on. We did 5 kills, 3,300 damage. Really nice game there from the friendly Emil 2. Getting 4 kills, 7,400 damage. So GG to that guy, or girl I should say. Very well played. And yeah, that's it for the video. So thank you so much for your support. And as always, happy tanking.
Hadouken!